Falcons review. Now, in this game, the Atlanta Falcons defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 30-17, and the Atlanta Falcons end up finishing 7-10, tied with Carolina Panthers, tied with the New Orleans Saints, and one game back of the Buccaneers, who finished 8-9, but still won the division by one game. You hear me? One game. I really want to know if the Saints had won today. I think it would have gone down to the Buccaneers playing the Saints, and the Buccaneers have beaten the Saints both times. So I really think that's what it came down to. But enough about this. The three rookies, Ritter, Algier, and London, have a day. I love what I saw from Ritter. I loved what I saw from Ritter. The only thing I really had a problem with was the fumble, and that's not really on him. The ball comes out of his hand. You can't blame that on him. Yes, he should secure the ball more, but if the ball slips out of the hand, that's gonna happen one way or another. And I'm gonna be honest, Desmond Ritter, these games that he's been playing, besides the fumbles, he's played mistake free. He's never thrown a pick. He started with the last 3 games of the season, 4 games of the season, and did not throw one pick, especially against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. And keep in mind, when Tom Brady came out of the game, the score was 17-10, and the score finished 30-17. We scored 20 unanswered points on the Buccaneers defense. And I don't care what happened. Desmond Ritter, 19 for 30, 224 yards, 7.5 yards per throw, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. And I also want to say congratulations to Desmond Ritter on scoring his first touchdown and his second official touchdown as a starting NFL quarterback. I'm very excited for what comes to next season, and I can't wait to see when Kyle Pitts comes back, because man, that deep ball to Drake London with Drake London moss that guy, that's what I want to see, because Drake London and Kyle Pitts are big guys, so you got to throw the ball deep and let them try and beat the cornerback that they're going to be up against, and Drake London did that, and that just proved it, and his passer rating was 108.2, so Desmond Ritter ended the season on the perfect note. Besides the fumble, ended the season on the perfect note. Tom Brady for the Buccaneers, 13 for 17, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. Came out of the game. Blaine Gabbert ended up getting a touchdown as well. And then my boy from the Florida Gators, Kyle Trask, ended up coming into the game, funny enough. And he was 3 for 9 for 23 yards. But Kyle Trask will probably be the starter next season. I'm not even going to lie. With Tom Brady gone, Kyle Trask is definitely probably going to be the starter. So we're going to see Desmond Ritter versus Kyle Trask. And we're going to see Kyle Trask versus Kyle Pitts. Oh my God, I need to get, if Kyle Trask is the starting quarterback for the Buccaneers next season, I need to go one of those games just so I can see the 2 Florida boys that I love so much going against each other, the 2 Kyles going against each other. I gotta do that. And now on to the running game. Terrell Algier, the future of the Atlanta Falcons for the running back position. 24 carries, 135 yards. I believed he was actually 2 yards away from breaking his best ever game, which was against the Saints a couple weeks ago, where he got 136. He averaged 5.6 yards per carry, 0 touchdowns. Cordell Patterson, 5 carries, 18 yards, 1 touchdown. And yeah, Terrell Alger the past couple of games has averaged over 100 yards. And considering that I didn't even expect, when the Falcons drafted him, I didn't even think that he was going to be good, but turns out at the end of the season, he got most of the carries, and he's done really, really well with most of the carries. So once we fix up this offensive line, now that we're going to have some cap space to get some players, I'm very excited to see how Terrell Alger can do when it comes to next season. And then when it comes to the receiving, Drake London, 6 catches, 120 yards. He was averaging 20 yards per catch. 0 touchdowns. The 2 receiving touchdowns went to Olamide Zaccheaus and Michael Pruitt. And let's just say this. Zaccheaus, wide open. They tried to blitz Desmond Ritter, and Desmond Ritter was just dealing with the blitzes. And I just love it. He was dealing with the pressure, and he was not letting that affect him. And he threw a deep ball to Drake London. Drake London caught that. But Zaccheaus, Pruitt, first 2 touchdowns of the game. I just loved everything I saw from when it came to the rushing, passing, and the receiving. And even on the defense, Richie Grant forced a fumble. Chris Godwin caught that ball. Richie Grant just goes out there and just punched that ball out. I loved what I saw from Richie Grant. And speaking about Richie Grant, he actually led the team in tackles. He had 7 total tackles. Jaleel Jackson had the second most, Rashaan Evans third, and I'm pretty sure when it comes to total tackles in the season, when I do my end of the season review for the whole of the Falcons team, I'm pretty sure Rashaan Evans is going to be leading the tackles. But also something I did love to see is that we did get after the quarterback. Grady Jarrett had a tackle for loss, Renzo Carter had a tackle for loss, and we had Troy Anderson with 2 QB hits, Matt Dickerson with 1 QB hit, Grady Jarrett with a QB hit, and Lorenzo Carter with a QB hit. And we also had 2 pass deflections from Cordell Armstrong and Isaiah Oliver. But a guy that's had a disappointing season, or I would say a down season from when he was last season, because he was definitely one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL, is AJ Terrell. I'm looking at this list right here, and AJ Terrell only had 1 pass deflection and 1 total tackle. So I'm not really going to say that, considering the Buccaneers did get after the quarterback too. Alan Hicks had 2 tackles. He had a sack. Shoyinka had 1 tackle for loss, and then Delaney had 1 tackle for loss. So the defense was getting at the quarterback for both teams. It just came down to Buccaneers really not really starting anyone, considering they're going to be playing a home playoff game. But this does mean that the Falcons do not have to focus on a quarterback for the NFL draft. We can focus on fixing up the offensive line, getting some defensive players, getting offensive linemen in free agency, get defense in the draft, and we'll be ready for next season and probably get another receiver for Desmond Ritter, because next season, I honestly believe, tell me guys what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that Zaccheaus deserves to stay? Because I think, considering what he had to deal with during the first part of the season, if Desmond Ritter is going to be our starting quarterback next season, I think that Olamide Zaccheaus should stay as an Atlanta Falcons. So the receiving core for next season is going to be Drake London, Olamide Zaccheaus, Kyle Pitts. That's why I think we need to add a 4th receiver right there. Because with those 4 receivers right there, and they're all young, I think the Atlanta Falcons receiving core is going to be very good. Cordell Patterson signed a 2-year contract, so he's going to be back next season. And so is Tyler Algier. So the running game is going to be set when it comes to that. And I like what I saw from out of Avery Williams when it came to that. And then the quarterback position, Desmond Ritter is going to be the starting quarterback for the Falcons next season. And what a way to end the season, beating the Buccaneers. I only just wish the Saints had won and the Saints could have been a shot to make the playoffs. Because imagine the Falcons beating Tom Brady for the first time, and the first time they beat Tom Brady, it eliminates the Buccaneers from the playoffs. I was hoping that was going to happen. It didn't happen. Congratulations to Buck. You go on to the playoffs. You're going to face the Cowboys. You guys are going to lose, and we'll see you guys again next season. But Ritter, London, Algier, I love what I saw from you. I love what I saw from this team to end the season, and I'm very excited to see what happens when it comes to the Falcons next season. Guys, be prepared for my full season Falcons review, where I'm going to go over every stats, looking at the best performing players and the disappointing players from this season. And let's just say, quarterback position is going to be kind of obvious when it comes to disappointment from what you guys have known. But that'll be coming out tomorrow, guys. I will see you guys all next time. Peace.